All right, day 4 of posting a video every day for 100 days. So today, day 4, I wanted to talk about a movie that I recently watched. It was a couple days ago. I watched it on Sunday, I believe. Richard Jewell, movie based on a true event about a guy, Richard Jewell. He was a security guard at the Centennial Park Olympics, where the bombing happened in 1994, I believe. Yeah, and it basically the true story is about him, how he saved a lot of lives from the bomb when it went off, but then later on he was accused of the one planting the bomb, and the story behind why they thought he was the bomber is really interesting because they kind of played him out as like the wannabe cop kind of thing. So they said like, oh, he did this because if he did this, then he would be a hero, and well, he did this intentionally so that he could look like the hero and, get the dream job he always wanted as a cop or whatever. Yeah, I mean, see, the thing is, like, they did not have a lot of evidence to back up why he could have done it. It's like, he ended up not doing it. I mean, I don't want to spoil the movie, but, like, if you know the true event, then you know he didn't do it. The guy, Eric Rudolph, he was the one that ended up doing it. They found out, like, it was like 6 years later, I believe. Yeah, they mentioned that towards the end of the movie, but yeah. But like, why this is a really interesting case movie, well, and true story, is because like, God, dude, Richard Jewell, he wasn't the smartest individual. I mean, maybe that's not the nicest way to put it, but I'll put it this way: like, when the FBI was like investigating him, when they were accusing him, like he was kind of just running his mouth and really not letting his lawyer talk that much towards the beginning. And it's like, God, that really teaches you is like, if the FBI is investigating you, like, keep your mouth shut. I mean, because it's like they will use anything against you. Even if you're innocent, they'll use anything against you. They will. And that movie kind of shows you what happens if you just run your mouth off to the FBI or whatever, trying to tell them that you're on their side when they're accusing you of something that really doesn't help that much. So, but I mean, shit. I mean, overall, though, I mean, the movie is a really cool series of events from, like, him being shown as that hero, and then the accusations were really rough and brutal throughout the story, throughout the movie, because it's like all this whole event, like, ruined his life forever, just about, and his mother that he was living with, like, their lives are just destroyed after this. The reputation's just, they're gone. God. Yeah, I mean, my mom brought up a really good point about this. Is like, after all this, it's probably gonna be really difficult for him to get a job. And, well, I mean, he ended up getting a job as like an actual cop, I believe, later on after this. The whole investigation was like 84 days until they cleared his name. So, yeah, 84 days of them just being up your ass over and over again. That's fucking wild. Um, what else? Yeah, I mean, Richard Jewell, he ended up dying, I think, in I think it was like 2006, I want to say. I may be wrong on that, but he ended up dying on 2006 from a no, not heart attack. It was like natural causes, I think. It might have been a heart attack, I don't know. It was something around that line. If anyone knows, you can definitely let me know in the comments if you know what Richard Jewell died from. It's not coming off the top of my head, but yeah, he was only like 44 or something, so yeah, he died pretty young. One cool thing about this movie is that the the actor that plays Richard Jewell, he looks like the actual person too, so it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool there. That's a really cool feature that they had. You don't really get that in a lot of movies because usually the actor that plays a true character that's based on a true person They usually look nothing like the actual person because it's like, look at Uncharted, for example. It's like, from the game Uncharted. Nathan Drake is played by Tom Holland in the movie. He does not look like anything like Nathan Drake from the game. I've never played Uncharted, but, I have seen it before. And Tom Holland does not look like Nathan Drake at all. The movie's ass, too, so it's like, I would not recommend watching it at all, but yeah, I mean, we're not talking about Uncharted here. We can talk about that another day if you want, but yeah, overall, Richard Jewell really, really intense movie, but it's a really important message, I think, of just be careful with what you say, because everything you say can be used against you in some way. So just be careful with what you say in the end. That's all. But let me know if you've watched Richard Jewell, if you liked it, hated it, whatever. Any other movies you think would be really cool to review, let me know. Yeah, if you like content like this, definitely consider subscribing, following, whatever. We post more stuff like this. Try to every day, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, that's about it for today. Hopefully, y'all have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.